Everywhere you look, people are saying self love this, self love that. It's become a trendy word, a hashtag, a caption under a selfie, like a post. But what does self love really mean? Is it just about treating yourself? Or is it about becoming your best ally when life gets hard? Today, let's go beyond the buzzword and talk about the real power of self love. Alright, before deep diving into today's episode, I would like to thank you all for tuning in. Our podcast is going good. We are getting good appreciation and comments from all over the world. I would like to deeply thank you all for listening from wherever you are listening. Thank you so much. And I would like to grab my green tea first because why not? I just woke up, so I suggest you to get a good beverage or cup of coffee, tea, because this episode is gonna be worth a while for your time, that I can tell. So, yeah, now let's just take a deep breath because this is kind of a sensitive topic for most of us. Let's just take a deep breath and we'll go as much as we can and discuss this, or I'll share my thoughts and visions from the medical perspective, my personal perspective, and so on and so forth, whatever it may be. All right. Oh, this green tea is really good. Okay. The misunderstanding of self love. Like, the most people think self love means pampering yourself, isn't it? Like, you go for a spa, shopping, comfort food, or binge watching shows from OTT platforms. Do you really think that's a love or is it an escape? Huh? I think most of us will be found somewhere in these categories sometimes, isn't it? That's a human nature, anyways. Real self love isn't about indulgence, it's about discipline actually. It's about telling yourself the hard truths, doing the hard things, and creating a life that you don't need to run away from. I don't mean doing the hard things and being hard on you, means just being truthful, because truth is always as hard as it can be. We don't and we can't sugarcoat to ourselves all the time. No, when we are alone by ourselves, that's when the real truth from inside comes out, saying, hey man, you are doing this one wrong, and you know that you're not even trying to correct yourself. What's wrong with you? Yeah, that voice comes within you, isn't it? Once in a while, even for anyone on this planet. Yeah, and sometimes you are supposed to hit the gym, let's just say today, but you tell yourself you are tired even though you are not. Instead of hitting the gym, you're gonna tell yourself today is gonna be a rest day for me even though you are not tired. That's not self love, that's just escaping the fact that you don't want to do the hard thing. Yeah, it is. Most of us do that. What real self love looks like for me, real self love is like respecting your boundaries, even if it upset others. eating clean food because your body deserves fuel, not poison. Like sleeping on time, not scrolling at 3 a.m., saying no to toxic people, even if they are close, investing in your growth instead of choosing validation. Let's just go back one more time. We all are in this five things I just mentioned, isn't it? Somewhere, sometimes we just don't even respect ourselves and we do so many crazy things. We eat nonsense most of the time, just like saying something like, oh, today is a party, we need to go there, so we don't want to hurt them. Instead, we hurt ourselves by eating all the unnecessary trashy food. And most of us were sitting on the social media and scrolling mindlessly for hours and hours and hours just to feel, so numb that you can sleep. And some people are even great. I have seen that too. They won't sleep, they just scroll, scroll, scroll until morning. And I asked them, like, what did you gain? Nothing. See, that's not self love, that's self destruction, by the way. And some things like this, a person XYZ is a toxic person, but you don't want to hurt that person. So what you gonna do? You will simply keep him or her around, thinking you don't want to hurt their feelings, but you are getting hurt constantly, isn't it? So yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is the wildest thing. I have seen it with my own eyes. If people do not love themselves more enough, all I saw was just bunch of random posting and then quoting this and that, especially with the women, okay? Choosing social media as a medium to get validation. They just chase for validation. They just want some people like them. They just want that attention, all these things. This is the thing. If you do it for fun, it's very different. But you are particularly and deliberately choosing to post XYZ things on the social media without any purpose or anything. You are simply chasing validation, my friends. And that simply means you don't even love yourself much enough to start with. I asked those kind of people and I asked one of them, they were one of my close friends, why do you do that? And they were like, I don't look good, I don't feel good, I don't this, I don't that. So that's why I post it on social media. I mean, posting is the not the wrong thing. Why you are doing is the actual reason, isn't it? You do it for fun, that's whole different thing. But you do it literally because you hate yourself. And now you are looking for some outside your arena to get validation from them, saying, go girl, you are good, you are superb, this, that, and whatnot. That's all comes from the attention seeking and validation. These things, these things comes because, if you do not love in the best version of yourself, then all these things surface to the ground one day for sure. And then that's it. You will be fall into the trap of chasing validation. And that's when, my dear friends, you know that you are losing yourself, because everything has two sides. Once you start chasing for the validation there, not just you will get positivity, you also get negativity too. And if time goes wrong and someone says something on social media that you don't look good, or you look like this and that and this and that, your self confidence will go even much worse. And guess what? You will break into pieces, not just one piece, million pieces in that fraction of a second. That's what will happen if you do not love yourself as much as needed. So, yeah, sometimes self love is not soft, it is tough. It's about building a version of yourself that you are proud to live with. So, try to practice these things. Respect yourself by respecting your boundaries, even if it upset others. Eat clean because a good body, good gut means a good mindset. Sleep on time. Don't waste your energy on mindless scrolling. Say no to the toxic people, even if they are closest ones. Protect yourself and your energy. Invest in yourself rather than chasing some outside dopamine or validation, this, that. They are not helpful to you, people. So try your best to focus. Let's just decode this trap of buzzword culture, they call it on social media, whatever. In social media they sell self-love as an aesthetic, isn't it? Cute quotes, morning coffee selfies, and soft affirmations. Really, do you think self-love really is like you say something, all these things will really gonna change everything out of your blue, or you're just masking it? My dear friends, today I'm gonna tell you some raw truth which is going to hurt so many people now, but that's okay. That's the truth, anyways. But true self love is messy actually. It is. It is like crying when you need, facing your problems, facing your demons, dragging yourself to the gym when you don't feel like it, and keeping promises to yourself. Because love without action is just a word. Self love is an action. It's like you gotta take those actions. Sometimes you need to have yourself the truest, rawest form of conversation with yourself. That is also called self love. It's not just like always, I am good, I am always good, I am. No, 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 no. Sometimes we also do bad things. That can be anything, like you might have gossiped about some other colleague to some other one in your work. Even though that other colleague did not do anything, you just started that. That's a bad thing, you know. So in order to prevent that, if you love enough about yourself, you will not even interested to talk or listen to someone else's things, isn't it? You just being in a toxic cycle. And to cut out some things like that, you gotta practice some real self-love things. I'll give few examples so that you can start practicing right away, because these things won't even need to spend money. All it you need to do is sit with yourself, be the rawest, truest form of yourself. You don't need to share it to anyone, just with yourself, and your heart should know that you are being super, super, super truthful and raw honesty to yourself. That matters a lot. Like let me give you five steps just for you, so that whether some people will care or not is secondary. All right, like talk to yourself like someone you care about. That's step number one. You gotta talk to yourself like you gotta talk to someone. You know what this self talk will do? Catch the all the negative self talk and reframe that, which means you will change from negative thoughts to positive thoughts slowly but efficiently. You will be there. Keep your promises to yourself. We all have this habit, we give our words to so many people, but we won't give the word to ourselves, and we will never keep that. Like, for example, if you said something, you do something for yourself, like do it. That's how you build self trust with yourself. Like you said, you're going to the gym, then go. Don't wait for other people, they're gonna come and join. They said they will, but they didn't. No, no, no. You said yourself you're going to the gym, then just go. You're gonna, you told yourself you're gonna eat clean, then eat clean. You're gonna set yourself you'll sleep on time, then sleep on time. That's it. Step number three, forgive yourself. I know in life nothing will be perfect, but won't stay stuck in the guilt. This is where so many people stuck because they cannot forgive themselves from that and they're stuck in this loophole of guilt. And that's when the moment they're stuck, instead of addressing that problem, most people will do, they just mask it. They just want to cover it for a few days, let it pass on. That's not how things works. You are just, masking it means you're just adding more weightage in the long run, and you will feel so much heavy soon, and soon you will crash. This happens to everyone, so don't worry. Take your time though, but don't stuck in that guilty kind of a loophole. All right, you should have the courage to forgive yourself. I talked about previous episode about the forgiveness and all these things. It might help. Check it out. Number four, push yourself. You should many times because your comfort zone won't change you. Literally, this is 1000% sure. Wherever you are right now, once you feel you are filled with negative thoughts, then step out of wherever you are. Just go for a walk. Yeah, sometimes we all end up in that same loops. That's when the problem amplifies, isn't it? And a simple walk can fix sometimes. We never know. Self love sometimes means saying, get up, do it anyway. That's the thing. It all depends on situations. Alright. Number five, celebrate progress, not perfection, people. Whatever you are doing right now, or you've been working right now, celebrate yourself. You don't need a big chunk of people around and hyping you up. You don't need that. Wherever you are right now, tell to yourself, yay, yay, yay. I did well today. I would like to appreciate myself for waking up early, hitting the gym, eating the right food. I finished so and so work. I did not overthink today. I just did it. All these things works. And everything is costs absolutely $0. So what are you waiting for? But I know we all get into that loophole of so many things. We'll waste so much time mindlessly in a day, and we feel wondering what I'm even doing with my life. And we post it on somewhere in the social media looking for validation and stuff like that. I would like to share some personal story of me. It's gonna be kind of very raw, so don't mind. I'll be very real here. You know, my self love didn't come from selfies or hashtags on the social media, okay? It came from literally hitting the rock bottom, realizing no one else was gonna save me, and decided I got me anyways and always. It came from choosing the gym instead of laziness. It came from hitting the record on this podcast, even no one cared at the beginning of recording this podcast. From cutting people off who drained me. That's love, not for the outside world, but for myself. You know? Yeah, it happened. So let's just say this. The day I decided to do the podcast, once I posted it, you know how many people really watched it? One. That's all, one. And in this position, if someone is in my position, they might go left, right, center, and what is happening? Why nobody is watching? Like, why nobody is listening? All these things. But instead, what I did not chase for any validation. It's like I did my job. I shared. That's all. Efforts matters, not the results. So I just moved on. And then I did the second one, I did the third one, and the four, five, six. And now we are here. And guess what? Now we have audience from not just for one country, we have like at least 5 countries during initial days. That's crazy to me. And I have got this question: am I going to stop doing what I am doing just because I did not hit certain numbers? Absolutely not. If I get certain numbers, do I overdo it? Maybe not. Then what I am looking for? What is the actual purpose of doing what I am doing? Simple: to help people who are in certain situations, that give them a little guidance as much as I can as a doctor and motorcycle rider, creator, YouTuber, podcaster, whatnot. Give them a little bit of guidance so that they can get some information and knowledge through everything I am doing. So that's why even if I post something in Instagram or in anywhere on my social media like YouTube, here and there, I just post and leave. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I'll not sit there and look for how many people watched it, how many people liked it, how many people hated it. Nope. I did something good, I know, and that is more than enough. I just thrown it to the world. World will find it one day when they're absolutely necessary. I don't need to sit there and force everyone. That's why, initial days many people asked me, like, bro, you are a doctor, why are you wasting your time on this social media and stuff? I told them, simple, bro, I am not doing for anybody. I'm doing it for myself. Because especially I know young guys like 16 years, 17-year old, I'm lucky enough to have those loyal people at the beginning of this, because those people might be wondering where they are going in life and they need someone to guide them in a good way, so that those people won't get into the trap of certain things. I told them, like, it's not for me. I don't get anything, to be honest. I will get certain things because I'm trying to help people out there, to just give a little guidance. That's all it's gonna be. Nothing else. A little guidance will help them a lot. By helping them, I am learning something and they are learning something. That's a win-win situation. And that makes me happy, that I feel happy that I helped someone and it helped someone out there. That's my kind of a self-love, isn't it? So likewise, we all practice self-love in different ways, isn't it? For some people it's gonna be like music, for some people it's dancing, some people it's art. That's how they express that kind of self-love. And for me it's like motorcycling. And scientifically it works. All these things shift your energy from negative to positive. Different medium but same purpose. That's why when I say I like motorcycling, all these things, it means simple, nothing. Everything is science backed. Okay, everything works. We all have different forms to come through from negative situations to positive. We are channeling our thoughts, our energies in such a way. Yep, it is all true. We all have a different medium, but we all end up in the same purpose. So, yeah, if it helps, then do. That's why some people go to the gym, they hit the gym no matter what. I know, even though they don't, it's not recommended to work all 7 days, but they still go there because these people told me that once they enter the gym or once they do this or they do that, they get the positive energy. They go for that. And if you're going for that, that's fine. Like, okay, good. See, like everyone has their own. I just gave few examples. There are so many actually. So yeah. Likewise, people we all have different mediums. If you enjoy it, then absolutely fine. Go for it. But make sure you are not overdoing or underdoing it, because we have that habit as a human beings. Either we overdo it or underdo it, but we don't be at the balance. So yeah, here is my question for you people. When was the last time you kept a promise to yourself? Mhm. When was the last time you said no to someone else so you could say yes to your peace? Remember, self love isn't about treating yourself when you feel low. It's about building so high that you don't stay low for a long time. Alright? Alright. Thank you for listening to today's episode, and as always, keep moving, keep growing, and keep building the best version of yourself. This is Dr. Mukund. I'm gonna catch you up in the next one. Until then, take care. Bye.